And we begin this evening with the story you'll see only on 6. A Miami teacher has pleaded guilty to abusing a little 2-year-old girl at Lincoln Marti School in Southwest Miami-Dade.
I'd be in jail. I would be in jail. Absolutely. What the hell? There is no reason to treat a child like that. Especially a child that's not your own. Like, girl, get your hands off that child. 5 years probation, that's it?
Now, this surveillance video shows her grabbing and hitting the toddler. Christian Colon has the exclusive video and details on the teacher's punishment. A warning now, the video you're about to see is disturbing to listen to.
A camera was rolling as a 2-year-old little girl is heard crying and screaming. That's when her teacher, Merlin Gutierrez, grabs the child, slaps her, pulls the minor up, and slams
That looks like a little black girl.
her. As the teacher yells, the child continues to cry in front of a handful of other children innocently staring.
Ma'am, you were arrested for 1 count of child abuse.
That was 21-year-old Merlin Gutierrez in front of a judge for the first time back in December. Now records show she's a guilty woman. Earlier this month, Gutierrez pleaded guilty.
She lucky it wasn't my kid. Girl, you would be lucky if you made it to the courthouse. And see, this is why my children will be homeschooled, okay? I will homeschool my children. The only other teacher outside of their dada and, you know, grandparents and aunties and uncles, maybe Miss Rachel. I'll put on some Miss Rachel videos, but that's about it. There's just too much going on out here. And I'm not trying to end up in jail, beating the daylights, beating the brakes off some of these people for mistreating my child. Absolutely not. I will put my children in extracurriculars, but guess what? Mommy gonna be sitting there the whole time. I'm gonna be either me or dada or both of us. Shoot, we might roll deep and observe the class because we're not tolerating that. Not our children, and it shouldn't be your children either. You don't just do that just randomly one day. Like, she's probably been doing stuff like this whole time. They really need to go back and check all the footage, and if the school has been just allowing her to behave so belligerently with small children, with any child, then the school needs to be investigated as well.
No contact with the victim, alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
In exchange for her guilty plea, Gutierrez was sentenced to 5 years of probation.
That's it?
Records also show
Slammed that little girl. Ugh. She literally slammed that little girl on the floor. People like this are disgusting. What would possibly possess? I'm not even gonna ask the question because I don't want to know.
the abusive teacher must complete an anger management course. She must get a mental health evaluation and receive treatment if needed. Gutierrez is also prohibited from teaching in public or private schools, and she cannot have unsupervised contact with minors unless she gets permission from the court.
Okay, that's good, but she needs to go to jail. And they said that's a 2-year-old? That is a baby.
And NBC6 reached out to her attorney, but they did not want to comment today. We also reached out to the Lincoln Marti school system, but we haven't heard back yet. Back in December, the school told NBC6 they had reported the abuse and the teacher was removed from that classroom. We're in Miami. Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
Removed from that classroom doesn't mean removed from the school. So I'm curious about that too. And you can't just go around spanking other people's children. Is this person insane? This is not the 30s and the 20s and the 40s and stuff like that where you could spank other people's children. You can't do that. You are missing something. You're missing a lot, actually. But she barely did anything. If that was your child, you wouldn't be saying that. He should have gotten jail. Thank you. Finally, somebody with some sense. The spanking was very gentle. I don't think this lady should be treated like a criminal. She is a criminal. Okay, some people are making sense right now. Other people, disgusting.